also other topics that both the leaders are expected to hold talks on. Joining us live right now on the broadcast is our senior executive editor Megha Sharma. She's live from the Hyderabad house where those discussions will take place. Megha, if I'm coming across to you with the first question, all eyes obviously on that meeting. Yesterday was a day of bonhomie. Yesterday was a day of camaraderie and friendship that was on full display. And today it's all business. We are looking at a slew of agreements. We are also looking at that joint statement that will be signed, that will be announced from the Hyderabad house, Megha.
Yes, of course, today is the big day. It's a high-profile visit. Yesterday, we saw President Putin arrive in India. He arrived at 6 p.m. He was received by the Prime Minister with a warm hug and a handshake. But today is the big day, absolutely, because you know, there is going to be that very important key bilateral meeting that will take place between both the leaders. And right after that bilateral meeting takes place in Hyderabad House. Hyderabad House is right behind me. And the leaders will be entering from the main gate, which is gate number 6 of Hyderabad House. And they will arrive over here at 11:40 a.m. That's the scheduled time. And after that, the bilateral happens. After that, there are going to be about 20 plus agreements or 20 plus documents that are going to be signed in the presence of the Russian president and the Indian Prime Minister. There are going to be some intergovernmental agreements that are going to be signed. There are some commercial agreements that are also going to be signed in their presence. And right after that, of course, the joint statements that are going to be released. We are eagerly awaiting the speeches of President Putin and Prime Minister Narendra Modi, who would be addressing the dignitaries, the delegates who will be present inside the Hyderabad house. Right after that, of course, there is a business summit that is also being lined up. There's a business interaction that is also being lined up. And that will commence at 3:40 p.m. There is at this point of time an expectation of President Putin also inaugurating the Russia TV India operations, the India Bureau over here, so that is also going to be eagerly awaited. And right after that, after a break of about a couple of hours, he will be welcomed, he will be received by the President of India, Draupadi Murmu, for a ceremonial dinner. So that's the itinerary for the day. Yes, everything that is going to be holding the key for this massive bilateral visit, high-profile visit of President Putin is, it's all going to happen in Hyderabad House, which is right behind me.
Absolutely, Megha, and I think all eyes are in fact looking at Hyderabad House today because US is looking at this entire meeting. China is tracking this meeting. We have these two leaders who are posturing their power in a world where they are, you know, both the countries have been sanctioned. But when we look at those big ticket deals, Megha, we are talking about defense, we are talking about civil nuclear energy. These are the cornerstones of our friendship and of those agreements that are going to be signed, Megha.
Yes, talking about civil nuclear energy, in fact, yesterday evening, as President Putin arrived in India, there was the nuclear fuel that was transported, that flew in from Russia into India for the nuclear plant in Kudankulam. That is the first tranche of the nuclear fuel that flew in from Russia into India. So that is a deal that has been signed by India and Russia many years ago, and that deal has seen the beginning of implementation by way of the fuel being flown in. It is a mega project. 6 of those nuclear plants within Kudankulam are being worked together between Moscow and New Delhi. And that is only going to see further expansion, further exploration and cooperation, because Russia at this point of time looks at transfer of technology, growing ties, transfer of the technical know-how in a bid to build this nuclear energy civil agreement into something bigger, something grander, something that will last both countries decades in the future.
Absolutely, Megha. In fact, before I let you go, one quick word on this summit and its importance towards that 2030 roadmap that India and Russia are looking at. We are looking at a trade volume of $100 billion, Megha. And this summit actually paves that way, because we are looking at a pivot in the, bonhomie that both the countries share, and we are looking at a new chapter here.
Yes, that has been the focal point in terms of the preparations that have been made, in terms of the business delegations that President Putin has brought along with him. In fact, there is a two-day India-Russia business forum that has been organized, that has been going on on the sidelines of President Putin's visit. It began yesterday at the Bharat Mandapam. It was inaugurated by Piyush Goyal, who's the Commerce Minister of India, and his Russian counterpart. So there are hundreds of these Russian delegates who have arrived, business delegates that have arrived. Yes, there is a massive trade deficit. India exports only $5 billion worth of goods and services to Russia, as compared to the Russian goods, primarily oil and defense, that enters into India's market, which is to the tune of $63 billion. So in total, there is a bilateral trade that happens to the tune of $68 billion, but it is heavily skewed in favor of Russia. So to correct this anomaly, this imbalance, there have been talks that have been focused on, in the hopes, in the expectations of culmination by way of these intergovernmental agreements and commercial agreements that are expected to be signed. A total of 20 plus of those agreements are going to be signed. The key focus is going to be on pharma, on agriculture, on marine products, on electrical goods, textiles. These are the products, these are the goods that India exports to Russia in large volumes. And of course, one very important aspect of growing India-Russia trade is the mobility agreement that is going to be front and center of the number of agreements that are going to be signed. So the idea is to send Indian nationals, skilled and semi-skilled workers from India to Russia to fulfill the large demand of workforce, human resources that Russia requires in its factories, in its industries, in various sectors. So that encapsulates the focus that India and Russia are going to put and efforts where their mouth is when it comes to figuring out some sort of a balance, if not a complete 50-50 agreement of bilateral trade that happens between both countries.
Absolutely. Our senior executive editor tracking all those live latest updates from the Hyderabad house, where all the action packed is expected today. Thank you so much, Megha, for joining us on the broadcast and providing us with those updates. In fact, let me just introduce our viewers to this breaking news coming in. RBI Governor Sanjay Malhotra has announced that the Monetary Policy Committee has voted unanimously to reduce the policy repo rate by 25 basis points to 5.25%.